Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another Music Biz Chat episode, and this looks specifically at vinyl and CD sales and the physical music market in Q1 in the UK 2024. Now, there is a web page on the Now Spinning Magazine website with this full detail of what I'm going to just touch on in this video. So there will be a link in the description, and you can find this on the website really easily. So this is from a blog post that I've just written about this subject, where I'm looking at trends in CD and vinyl. And I will also mention that we are on the cusp of seeing a real CD revival, as well as obviously vinyl doing really well. These are exciting times for music collectors. Anyway, let's dive in, and I shall just touch on some key parts from the article. So I just wanted to take you through a overview. This is on the Now Spinning Magazine website at nowspinning.co.uk. You'll find it very easily. It's one of the new Music Biz Chat posts. But I wanted to talk to you about the vinyl and CD sales, the physical music market in Q1 2024. I've touched on this before on the channel, but I just wanted to go into a bit more detail now, and this is from a blog post that I've written and launched, published very recently. So vinyl and CD sales through 2024 so far, it continues to evolve. There's been a challenge obviously with pricing, etc., but there's been a 10% year-on-year increase for the first quarter of 2024. Streaming continues to grow, but of course, as collectors, our interest is in vinyl and CD sales. As I've mentioned before, vinyl has proven to be more than just a nostalgic revival. There's an 11.5% increase in sales compared to the first quarter of last year, with 1,475,635 albums sold. Now, this surge is part of a broader trend which has seen the format become even more popular. And for me, myself, as multi-format man, I have to say that there is that tactile feel about vinyl albums that I think that, as not just people like myself, the generation that sold off tons of our vinyl in the 90s when we were purely CD, and I know some people have stayed there, and that's fine because I'm coming onto the CD in a moment, but also for many new fans as well, especially people discovering records for the first time. So yes, we're seeing a huge increase in vinyl. Now, I also want to mention, and I'm going to use this phrase, that we are seeing a CD revival. Now, I'm going to kind of balance that out with the fact that there has been a slight decline in CD sales of 2.3% year on year. So it went to 2,383,681 CDs were sold. But this decline is slower than in any previous year for a very long time, which suggests there's a stabilization in the CD market, and basically hints that just around the corner we're going to see a revival of CDs because they represent excellent value and they remain a preferred format for many music fans, where affordability and accessibility is key. Now, it's not just about affordability, it is about being accessible. Putting a CD on takes a lot less energy and requirement for equipment than it does to put a vinyl album, and storage and the weight and all of that. So accessibility for the CD is, especially for people who are in smaller flats, rooms, etc. This is why I think people love streaming, perhaps. But if they want to form a physical collection and you go to a gig, picking up a CD is just as enjoyable and just as popular as the vinyl. And I think that's what we're seeing, to be honest. Independent labels and retailers have also noted a growing interest in CDs, especially amongst younger customers who view CDs as a cost-effective way to own music physically. And with the expanding presence of retail chains like H&V, and we've got a vibrant independent store scene in the UK, it's probably cautious optimism that the CD might see growth by the end of the year. But the CD has its place, especially in the world of the box set. It cannot be beaten in that area. Now, I just wanted to finally touch on catalogue, sales and price increases. Now, catalogue, we would call that back catalogue, wouldn't we? Those days when you go into a record shop and it's all the things like Rumours by Fleetwood Mac, Led Zeppelin 4, etc., Deep Purple's Machine Head. But what we forget is the way that people discover music is, it might be old to some of us. You know, we look and see that Rumours is still in the charts, or Dark Side of the Moon, but there are whole generations of new people where that music is brand new. So when Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush was in Stranger Things, it became a hit because all those people were hearing it for the first time. And the way music is now, and the production values we had for the late 70s, 80s, and 90s, it sounds just as good. So, and the way that streaming works, you're just moving from one era, one genre, 1 year to the next. It isn't so time specific as it used to be. Now, I can remember back when we said, this track is 10 years old, this album is 15 years old. I think a lot of music fans don't think like that. They just like it and they don't really notice how old it is, which I think is fantastic. However, we've got to talk about price, because lots of things have gone up. But I also think that the increase in subscription to Spotify, which has gone up again, and so, a family subscription is about £20 soon, that is also making people feel, and not everything is always there or stays there, that making CDs and vinyl is becoming more attractive as people want a tangible way of collecting the music by the artists that they love. So it'll be interesting to see how this year pans out, won't it? But I think that's really encouraging for fans like us who love buying CDs and vinyl, or one or the other, it doesn't really matter. I noticed in Record Collector magazine there was kind of like format wars. There isn't any format wars. If you like CD, you like vinyl, and I think this is where the media sometimes gets completely confused here. We shouldn't be pitching one format against the other because we're niche. 85% of people stream, this little niche of people, and it's worth billions of pounds, who still love buying physical music. It's all the same. And I think many of the people within the Now Spinning Facebook group, for example, will buy CDs and are very, sensitive to the way different prices and offers are. But if it's a band that they really love, they buy the vinyl. Some people will buy both if it's a band they really, really love. And I think there are a lot of young people now who are bringing collections together where they have a vinyl collection and they have a CD collection. But it's wonderful to see. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. If you'd like to support Now Spinning magazine and get to see all of our content before it goes out to the general release, become a patron. You can join for free, see what you think about it, become a YouTube member, or you can just make a donation at Ko-fi. We've got loads of reviews coming up, lots of artist interviews as well. So remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Please take care, keep spinning those discs, whatever they are, and I shall see you all very, very soon.